Stitch Happens, Malta's here for me and you. So grab your hoop and let the passion start. We're stitching stories straight from the heart. Stitch Happens, Malta!
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Stitch Happens Malta and I'm Bernadette, and this is episode number 8 of Stitching Along With Me This Cute Butt. This is from Painting Fairy Cross Stitch and we are stitching on 16 count. And yes, for all of those of you that are new, that's a close-up. Isn't he adorable? And I have decided to stitch this filming it. Okay, so let's have a look where we're at. There it is. And today I have decided we're going to stitch, let me close up, okay, even further perhaps, and I'm going to stitch these purple triangles here, which we have all the way up here. So that's a bit to do. Now the purple triangle is, let's see, the purple triangle is the color number, if you can see that, number 152. It's like, I think it's a peachy color. Let's see. So number 152. So number 152 would be this one. I'm correct. It's like a peachy color, look. It's a pretty peach. Okay. So let's grab a thread from there. Okay. So today is the middle of July, is the 15th of July. And I have to say, time is definitely flying. Definitely flying. There we go. So anyone that's been following me knows that I always start with a loop start. Let me just grab that so I have it nice in my hands. Let's zoom in, and there we are. That's it. Okay. So as you know, I have been away visiting family in the UK, and it was absolutely lovely. I really enjoyed it. While I was there, I took one of my simple beginners kits of cross stitch for my mother-in-law, and I was pretty surprised. She got the hang of it pretty quickly, and it's nearly ready. I'm very proud of her. She did really well. She will be 80 next month, but she doesn't look 80 at all. What a month it's been. I've been obsessing about these stamped cross-stitch kits, and I've got so many, so many. It's actually, I'm a bit overwhelmed because the choice out there is just so huge. There's so many choices of designs and sizes and different characters or landscape or cute animals. Basically, whatever you think of, you look for it and you find it. And the companies that sell these kits have really upped up their game, you know, because this stamping is out of this world. There is actually a company, I can't remember which one it is. I don't know if it's 5-stitch, but I've never bought from that company yet. And they even stamp on 20 count, which would be very interesting to see, very interesting. And I am truly tempted to get, if I manage to find a small kit. Okay, we don't seem to be able to, oh, there it is. Sometimes the whole just disappears, you know? Yeah, I'm really tempted. Like this one is 16 count. And believe me when I say, oops, I made a mistake there. Okay, let's go back to that. Okay, mistake fixed. So like this one, this is a 16 count, and I absolutely have no difficulty, and there are no mistakes or any overlapping from one symbol to another. I have not had any difficulty at any point of deciding what symbol goes in a particular little box, you know. If I ever had difficulty was with the kits from Temu, but I haven't bought from Temu in a while when it comes to stamped kits, so maybe they've upped the game as well. And I understand as well that they get kits from these companies, so they would still be the same quality, which is absolutely fantastic. I haven't yet finished one stamped cross stitch because I'm really curious on the result once you wash it out and, you know, all the background colors and lines are washed out. So that would be interesting. So when I was traveling, obviously, I always take a kit to work on. That's a must. That's the first thing that I pack. It's like, it's such a necessity. This is the first thing I pack. Anyways, I've had some weird looks, like, what is she doing, you know? But then I had others that were very curious because unfortunately in this day and age, what you might see on a flight is maybe someone reading, but the rest, everyone's on his mobile, and you don't really see any creativity happening. But anyway, I do feel that the cross-stitch community across the world I do believe it has increased. I'm seeing so many more new floss tubers, and what's nice as well, I'm seeing from different genders. So it's not like all women or something, which is lovely. It's nice to see. Because it shouldn't be all women. And seeing the diversity come in, it makes it a richer community. Yeah, so I'm also thinking about, because everybody has been posting about this the Big Stitch event that happened, I think it was end of June, somewhere around there. And I missed it, but only because I was not aware of it. And I was in the UK some days after the actual event, so that was a bummer. I missed it. However, I was trying to find information about the next Big Stitch, and apparently it happens once every 2 years. So if any of you have any information, please let me know, link it down below, about the Big Stitch that happens in the UK. If you have any information about the 2028, because I am guessing that it fills up very quickly, and I really would like to book it. Also, if you know of any online, or if you have attended any online virtual events, let me know what you think of it, and if it's fun, because I'm not sure about these virtual and online events. It would be interesting to see and get feedback from anyone that has already been to an online event. Because obviously those are the only ones I can attend for the time being, unless I book ahead and get to know about them. So yes, any information you have, please share. So as you can see, this time around, what I'm doing is I'm still using the Danish method of stitching, but after I finish a line, I go back and complete the cross, only because I was noticing that I randomly miss a stitch here and there. It's very easy to miss stitches, so I would have like a few stitches that won't be completed. I found it better and easier like that. Today I have that appointment that I mentioned. I had about my knee, I had the MRI done. And today, later on, I have the appointment with the orthopedic consultant. And we'll see what he says. What's the way forward, if there is a way forward? Or do I have to, just live with it? That might be the case. We'll see. Also, while I'm there, I'm going to talk to him about, because I have bunions as well. And especially my left foot is worse than my right. And apart from being not nice to look at when you have a bunion, it's very painful, and the bone simply randomly gets inflamed, and it hurts a lot. So I'm gonna ask him if it makes sense to operate on it, because I know that bunion removal is a thing. You can do it, but I've heard so many versions. Like, I've heard that it does absolutely nothing to your bunion, and I also heard that it simply comes back, which is not ideal. I've also heard that the process of when you're operated for a bunion is very similar to when you fracture a bone, because it will take about 6 weeks to heal. So your legs will be in your feet, not your legs, sorry. Your feet will be plastered for 6 weeks, which means I wouldn't be able to drive, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of things, which is not ideal either. But if the orthopedic consultant gives me like the thread came out, gives me a guarantee that once the bunion is operated on, it will not return, it will not come back. If he gives me that guarantee, I will definitely consider it. Because as I said, apart from being not very nice to look at, it gets painful very, very often. And I have to be careful what shoes to wear and all that, because certain shoes simply make it worse. And I cannot wear certain shoes. Like heels are definitely out of the question. Apart from being painful, with a bunion, you'll have to find wide fit shoes, because otherwise it would be impossible to walk in. I wonder how long this cute butt will take me to stitch. And this is one of the small kits. To be fair, I can't really, you know, like gauge how long a particular project takes me, because I have too many kits that I work on simultaneously, so obviously that wouldn't be a true reflection of how long it takes to stitch a particular project of a particular size. I'm so jealous of those stitchers, of you out there that are capable of stitching one project at a time. That is so fantastic. That is so good. I wish I could do that. I just get bored very easily. And these stitch-alongs are, I'm loving this. I'm planning to do others, because like this, if I'm filming it, it pushes me to work on something, which is a good motivator. I'm at the end of the thread here. Let me change this. So I've added a new thread, and I'm noticing I only have a few more threads of this color, which means I don't think I have many purple triangles. Okay. Let me know what you're working on right now. And let me know, do you stitch while I'm stitching? It's, I don't know, it's just something nice to know that some of you actually stitch while stitching. I guess it's a motivator. I do it myself. Like, for example, I like to stitch my European town with Natalie from Crafting by the Falls. So I watch her video when I can make it, obviously. She's way ahead of me, obviously, because first of all, she bought it much earlier than I did. And secondly, I'm not dedicating a lot of time on it either. once again because of the many projects I have. Today won't be a long stitching session because I've got places to go and it's getting a bit late as well. I think I'll do this thread up and I'll call it a day. I've been moving around a lot, so I'm sorry if I'm making you dizzy. So, as you can notice, I'm only doing a number of stitches and then I go back and finish them. I think it was Deborah that commented on that. I don't know, but someone said that they do find this a problem when you use the Danish method on a very big area and then you tend to skip some stitches on your way back to complete the cross. And I noticed that it happened to me, so I started doing smaller areas, and like that there's less chance of missing out on stitches. Because sometimes you don't even notice until it's maybe even after you've finished a project, which is very annoying. And I don't know if you're like me, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. Like your eyes literally go there to where you've got a mistake or missed the stitch. It just shouts at you. I hope you're not having too much heat wherever you live. I know that England are having another heat wave this week. We are having also a heat wave, and we have a warning on for today actually, because although it's saying that it will go up to about 33 degrees Celsius, they are saying that the actual feel of the temperature is going to be 42 degrees Celsius, which is crazy. Crazy. And you realize that the whole world is going crazy with temperatures, because, like, for example, it's rare, not rare, but it's not so common for England to have all these heat waves, you know? It's practically becoming normal for them, and they're not equipped with air conditions, most of the places. It just gets way too hot. I feel sorry for elderly people that don't have access to air conditioners. because it does get dangerous. What I'm surprised is that in the UK, not even nursing homes have air conditioners. It's crazy because you already have weak people, and you make it worse by not having the appropriate equipment for when it gets hot. Because their excuse is that it doesn't get hot in the UK, and so they don't see the point of investing in air conditions. But, you know, for our elderly and already weak people, a day is long enough, you know? Okay, I've made a mess here. Let's see. Let's see what happened here. Oh, these are unequal, that's why. Don't you hate it when that happens? Okay, let's try and thread this and call it a day. Okay, let's see if we manage. Are we gonna manage or not? I think, no, I haven't managed. Oh my goodness, I'm having problems seeing this. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. Yes. Is it in? It's in. Yay! Okay. That's the last stitch there for you. There. We cross it. That's it, and we secure it. There. Okay, so that's the end of the stitching session for today. It's been over half an hour, so that's not too bad. That's good stitching time, isn't it? And let's see what we did today. Okay, that's not too bad. So we've had all these done. I wanted to finish these little, but I'm out of time anyway. Oh, that's progressing very well. That's all I had for you today. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for stitching with me. And until the next stitching session, take care, keep stitching, and bye-bye.